Welcome to part 8 of how to create and sell digital products. Now, if you've been with me over this past couple of days, it probably feels like you are drinking from a fire hose and I'm just overwhelming you. If I am, just take your time going through the video, take one a day or one every 2 days, and just simply go through the content at your own pace. Because I don't want you to be overwhelmed. I don't want you to think, oh, there's so much I need to know, so much I have to do, and then you don't take action. And again, I don't want you procrastinating either. While it's good and well to take your time going through the content and following along with me, don't take too long. And don't try and come up with a perfect digital product. Like, we want to come up with a good one. We want to come up with something that's going to help someone. But don't get so carried away that you're thinking of adding all the bells and whistles and making it look so professional that you don't finish it off. And if it flops, well then it's going to be hard on you. So what we need to do is we need to come up with a simple, easy to create digital product that we can test out. Now, hopefully if you've watched the previous video, you will have heard me talking about testing out your idea in front of an audience. You know, taking the problem that you think they have, giving them a solution and just putting it on the internet. You know, whether that's through a TikTok video or maybe a Facebook post or a blog post or something like that. But just get in front of that audience, asking them, is this a problem that you have? Because as I said yesterday, you don't want to create a product for people that don't have that problem. You know, you need to speak to your audience, find out where they are, and then help them from where they are to where they want to get to. And again, the digital product we want to create is one that is just one solution to one problem, one way. We're going to create the easiest, the fastest digital product that's going to help you and help your audience. So we're not going to get too complicated. Now, if maybe already you might have recorded a video where you walk through the process of helping that person get through that problem, that right there can be a digital product. You know, don't get too complicated. Don't think that you need to create a vast series of videos, or that you need to, write an ebook that's got 200 pages in it. Basically, your customer wants to solve their problem as quickly and easily as possible. And if they can watch one video that's only 2 minutes long and you help them with the problem, well then you've helped them with the problem. You know, sometimes we feel we need to add more fluff. We need to bulk it up. We need to make this 2-minute video into a 10-minute video where there's 8 minutes of fluff, 8 minutes of crap that shouldn't be there, when we could have just have given our customer 2 minutes. So don't feel that because your product is very small, very short, that it means you can charge less for it. If the problem that your person or your customer has is really important to them, they will pay anything to get that problem gone, regardless of the size of the solution you give to them. It can be maybe a 2-page PDF document, it can be a 2-minute video, it can be just something as simple as that, and they will willingly pay you for it just to get rid of that problem. So if you've already maybe tested out the idea and you have a couple of ones that look, reasonable, just pick the best one. Which one do you think your audience, would be the most excited to solve? Now, if you want to create maybe a PDF document, what you could do is you could go over to somewhere like Google Docs and you can simply just type out the steps that that person would need to take from start to finish. You might maybe, to get it out of your head and actually plan it out on a piece of paper, just write out the steps. Step 1, this is what you have to do. Step 2, this is what you have to do. Step 3, step 4, or however many steps the person would need to take to get them from having the problem to having no problem. And again, only one route, only one solution you're giving to them. Now, you might find if you're giving them like a PDF document, it's sometimes all good and well having the steps laid out. But what I would usually do is I would, if you can, and if maybe it's something that you're explaining on a laptop screen or in a video or something like that, see if you can do maybe a screen capture and just drop images in along the way. So someone, as they're reading through the steps, can actually see in the screen capture of the video what you're doing. Now again, if you haven't got screen capture, what you could do is maybe go over to one of the AI tools and then you could type in a prompt and get the AI tool to create an illustration explaining what you're doing in the image. And that might seem a little bit complicated. If you want, maybe if you've got a pen and paper, what you could simply do, it might seem a little bit rough, but again, we're just going to go rough with our first product. What you could simply do is, if you had a pen and paper, and if you have a little bit of artistic skill, just simply draw a picture. just draw a picture on the page and then get your phone, take a photograph of it, upload it, and then put it on your Google Doc. So again, the person can see visually what you're saying in those steps, so they don't get lost. So by the time they read through the document, they know exactly what they need to do. Now, if maybe you've already created a video, what you could do, if you think maybe it's a bit rough, and if you do think maybe after looking back that it could do with 1 or 2 more steps, just simply record the video again. Just simply set up a tripod like that, talk to camera, explain how to do it. Or if you don't like being on camera, what you can do is, if you're explaining maybe something on a laptop or just something in real life, just aim the camera toward the thing that you're trying to help the person with, and then just record a video of you just going through the steps. You know, you don't need to talk to camera if you don't want to. And then what you can do is you can just explain that to them. And as I said, the shorter, the better. You basically just want to help that person with that problem. So over the next day or so, we're going to have a look at maybe some ways where you can actually put up a buy link and how to actually sell it. But right now, I just want you to start creating that product. So start, if you feel that you're a better writer, well then write. If you don't like writing and you just want to do something really quickly, what you can do is just set up a camera, maybe use the video that you've previously made, or if you haven't made one, just make one right now where you're just talking to camera, or just turning your camera toward the thing that you're trying to show the person how to do, and then just simply talk through the steps as you're doing it. It's just like those kind of YouTube videos where you see someone saying, well, this is how I fixed my fridge, or this is how I fixed my car, and they're basically just going through the steps. And that's what you would do in your video. So as I said, we're just going to be really simple. One problem, one solution, one way. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye.